Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones A&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves for some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throwing right. Finds a man by himself. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. The run to the left. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. defending, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. The offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Keller. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Texas A&M going quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way, find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it done.
Catch in the middle, it's Keller. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Aggies will have it 1st and 10.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at him.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Defense covering it up and not letting defense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Using the quick game. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there. First.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here we go, snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking to throw, it's Tyree. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Tyree. Fires to the middle. It's caught. a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Here's the handoff. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. Got his man. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. The tag. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going with the ground game left. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Moving away from pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking for a gap. It's Keller. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Oh, better look out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second and long. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term hurt but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Back to pass, it's Tyree. Here's a heat. Pulls it in on the left. There he goes. He's run out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and they've got it in the red zone. The Aggies will hustle to the line. He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Fights off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will give them the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running to the left. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch. It's Gonzalez. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Aggies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got his man. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the move. It's Clark. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. It's complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with a run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
After here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So a drive there of 82 yards, and what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First down. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
But this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that. Complete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Kick is in the air. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Okay, ready? Makes the grab. Touchdown, Red Raider. They strike first here in overtime.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he tacked on the extra point. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for him.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Tyree. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Touchdown, Aggies! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Now on the move. Touchdown, Aggies! Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they About the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Looking to throw, it's Tyree. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover.
Texas A&M 48, Texas Tech 42.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback making checks. Trying to start the drive with a pass. On the run, still looking. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the answer here in overtime.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Second overtime, you have to go for two, and this is for the win. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He got it! The two-pointer for the win, and they take the game in double overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one